In this video, we're going to show the Geo4NIEM RFI demonstration from the Carbon project. Our scenario is a powerful storm has hit the eastern United States. Our demo area is Staten Island, just south of New York City. In this scenario, NIEM XML from multiple agencies is going to be turned into NIEM GML, or Geography Markup Language. We're going to use that NIEM GML to ask and answer a series of questions, such as what vessels are in the area that can supply fuel to Staten Island, and where are they? We're also going to show mobile update using NIEM GML from simulated field operators on Staten Island. Our architecture for today's demo consists of an RFI loader which converts NIEM XML into NIEM GML through a web feature service transaction. We also have a Carbon project WFS and an OGC client called Gaia from the Carbon project, which accesses NIEM GML. A key component today is the NIEM RFI loader. In today's demo, this is going to be functioning as a prototype client and service, but it can also be readily deployed as an online service. Another key component is the Carbon WFS Plus. This is where the NIEM GML will be stored for access. For mobile update, we're going to be using an Android application from the Carbon project to put in update points through a mobile management service called Carbon Cloud Sync, which will then put them into the Carbon project web feature service. So at this point, we're going to be assuming the role of a simulated fusion center that's getting a number of different NIEM IEPDs. So let's go ahead and load some sample NIEM RFIs. Just go ahead and select one, validate it, and publish it to the WFS. That was a point feature, a point location. Let's try a polygon. Now these are both now loaded on the Carbon project cloud. We're going to go ahead and refresh Gaia, and there are these two, the point and the polygon. Now this is what the NIEM XML looked like when it went into the system. It started as regular RFI XML. It gets turned into NIEM GML, which I'll bring up here. We'll click it again. NIEM GML, and there's no data loss. You can see the location and the rest of the information down there at the bottom of the screen. So NIEM XML has now been converted into NIEM GML. Let's go ahead and add a few more NIEM XML RFIs. Perhaps a request for locations of docks. Validate and publish that. Let's go ahead and publish a request for the locations of vessels. And again, we can refresh our screen, check out these RFIs in Gaia, and they're displayed on the screen here. We can also receive mobile updates from the field. And in this portion of the demo, we're going to be using a mobile application from the Carbon project functioning on an Android mobile phone. So let's just go ahead and show you the basic sequence on the screen, then we'll be putting in some live points. So the user can just touch plus on the app, select draw a geometry, touch the screen, which I am doing off camera. And that point is then added to the WFS. Let's go ahead and check that out in Gaia as well. And there's location right there. And if we take a look at this, we can see that the NIEM structure is maintained. Again, and the request here is to provide a location update on fuel vessels. So in other demonstrations, you're going to see how those vessels can be identified and what can be returned to the NIEM RFI requester is a GML feature collection, which we'll go ahead and just bring up those points. symbolize them. Again, this is GML data. in a separate NIEM data in a separate GML schema. And you can see there that the tanker Xanthos is located just off of Staten Island. Thank you very much.